What if the key to becoming a truly great leader isn't about learning some complicated new strategy, but about unlocking something you already have inside you? In this explainer, we're going to break down how mindfulness can completely transform your leadership potential, starting from the inside out. So, first things first, we've got to understand the world we're living in. We need to take a look at what it really takes to be a leader for today. And it's a totally fair question, right? Leadership models have been studied and taught for decades. So why all of a sudden do we need something different? Why change what seems to have worked for so long? Well, the simple answer is that the world just isn't what it used to be. Our lives, our society, our entire planet has shifted in ways that are happening so fast and are so unpredictable. The old maps, they just don't work anymore. Yeah, to navigate a world this chaotic, leaders can't just follow the same old path. We need people who can create their own light, who can see beyond the immediate crisis to forge a new way forward. And that takes real vision and, honestly, a ton of courage. So, if that's the problem, what's the solution? Well, it all comes down to a single, really powerful quality: mindfulness. And let's be clear, mindfulness isn't just some wellness trend you see on social media. It's actually a foundational skill, one of the most important qualities for effective modern leadership. It's essential. And why does it matter so much? Well, think about it. Without mindfulness, you just can't influence your followers effectively. You're going to miss crucial details that are happening right in front of you. But with it, you not only become a better leader for others, but you also supercharge your own personal development. It's a total win-win. Okay, this is where the theory becomes practice. Let's get into the how. We're going to break down a 5-part strategy you can literally start using today to build this skill. That's right, 5 simple, focused, and powerful strategies. Let's dive right into the first one. The very first step is to look inward. Mindful leaders make a conscious choice to find time for introspection. This is all about creating the space to actually awaken your own mind and see how it works. And listen, this doesn't have to be complicated. It could be praying or journaling or even just going for a jog or a hike. Meditating, doing yoga. The specific activity isn't what's important. The goal is just to find a practice that allows you to connect with your own center. Now, strategy number 2 sounds really simple, but trust me, it's a total game changer. It's the discipline of keeping your attention focused squarely on what's happening right now. Think of it like this. You're watching your life as it happens, almost like an observer, without getting swept away by the current of your own emotions or thoughts. When you master this, you can make decisions with incredible clarity because you're not being pulled around by emotional bias. Building on that, our third strategy takes us a little deeper into the mind. It's about acknowledging your thoughts through a really cool process called metacognition. Metacognition, it's basically thinking about your thinking. It's this ability to step back, analyze a moment with this deep awareness, and just let your automatic judgments roll on by without grabbing onto you. It is a superpower for staying objective. Okay, now this one might surprise you a little bit. Strategy number 4 is to actually let your mind wander. But there's a very specific, mindful way to do it. So here's the trick. You keep your body anchored in the present moment, but you allow your mind to just drift for a little while. And then, and this is the key part, without beating yourself up, you just notice where it went and gently guide it back. See, it's an exercise in awareness, not a failure of focus. And finally, we arrive at strategy number 5, which might be the most profound of all. Mindful leaders work to build a bridge between their brain and their heart. The source material uses this really beautiful metaphor for this. Physically, it's only about 18 inches, but that journey to connect your analytical thoughts with your empathetic understanding, that can be a long one. It takes hard work, but it's what separates the good leaders from the truly great ones. So what does this actually look like in the real world? It's one thing to talk about it, but let's look at a powerful example of this kind of leadership in action. Let's talk about Wangari Maathai, the first African woman to win the Nobel Peace Prize. Her entire leadership embodied these strategies. She practiced introspection to find her purpose, she focused on the present reality of deforestation, and she connected her head, the strategic plan to plant trees, with her heart, a deep compassion for her community and the planet. Her work is just this powerful testament to what mindful leadership can achieve.
And that brings us to the most important person in this whole equation. You. Your journey as a mindful leader. It begins right now.
And the source material leaves us with this powerful call to action. It says that there are moments in history when humanity just has to evolve, to shift to a new level of consciousness, to shed fear and give hope. And we are living in one of those moments. That time is now.
That time is now. So the only question left is, how will you lead?